Wasn't looking for exits. I wasn't making backup plans. I wasn't keeping one foot outside in case things fell apart. No, I was all in. Every promise, every dream, every piece of my heart belonged to us. When people asked where I saw myself someday, your name lived inside every answer. I could already picture it. The little house, the Sunday mornings, the photographs on the wall, the life we'd build one ordinary day at a time. I wasn't dating you to pass the time. I was loving you to build forever. You were never a temporary feeling to me. I was ready to marry you, ready to say yes to every tomorrow, ready to choose you again and again. I was ready to marry you while you were quietly learning how to leave. I was ready to marry you. That's why this goodbye feels bigger than heartbreak. It feels like losing an entire future. I remember the conversations about baby names, the places we traveled, the old jokes about growing old together. You laughed, I laughed, and neither of us knew those dreams were already slipping away. Somewhere between the late replies, the growing distance, and the silence, you stopped building the future with me, but I kept building alone, adding rooms to a house you no longer plan to live in. The cruelest thing about false forever is how real it feels. I was ready to marry you. I already pictured the first dance, the white flowers, the promises. I was ready to marry you. I thought we were counting down to forever. I didn't know we were counting down to goodbye. I was ready to marry you, and that's a dream I never got to bury properly. For months I blamed myself, wondering what changed, wondering what I missed, wondering why someone who once looked at me like home started looking at me like a memory. But time taught me something painful. Love can be real and still end. People can mean every promise when they said it and still become someone different later. Sometimes forever doesn't break in one moment. Sometimes it fades slowly until only one person still believes in it, and that person was me. I was ready to marry you, ready to fight for us, ready to stay, ready to grow, ready to choose love even when it got hard. But you were ready to stay long enough to see that future with me. I was ready to marry you, and that's what hurts the most. Now somebody asks if I'd ever love again, and honestly I don't know, because after you, love feels different. Not impossible, just different. Because once you've imagined spending your entire life with someone, it's hard to imagine starting over from the beginning again. I was ready to marry, not because you were perfect, not because we never struggled, but because you felt like home. Ready to marry, I already gave you the part of me most people never touch, the forever part, the stay part, the build a life together part. I was ready to marry you, and maybe that's why it took so long to heal. Because I wasn't grieving a relationship, I was grieving an entire future. A future with your smile, a future with your voice, a future with your hand growing old beside mine. I was ready to marry you, but life wrote a different ending. And though my heart still aches sometimes, I know this now. One day someone will choose me the way I chose you. And when that day comes, forever won't be a dream, it'll be real.